the no-moon blues. Should have listened against my mother with pride. I got the no-moon blues, I ain't feeling too fine. Tell me when you feel so crazy, buddy. Why? The no-moon blues, only a matter of time. Got the hurt down my neck, shiver through my spine. Everything around you is so sublime. Tell me you're poison. Am I messing around? I said I got the no-moon blues. I'm on a soldier and alive. I got a worn-out shoes. Would you let me die? My neckties a little ruffled. It's time for a lie. The no-moon blues is only a matter of time. Sing it with me. I got the no-moon blues. You got the no-moon blues. I got the no-moon blues. You got the no-moon blues. I got the no-moon blues.
Hello everybody, we are in the Dalston Victoria for a very special launch of Noize Magazine, issue 2.
Yes.
With Alessandra and Bella, who came here from the States today?
No, Paris.
Oh, you are based in Paris. Well, that's, yeah.
Yes.
You're from California, but the magazine is based in Paris.
Yeah.
Though it's a global thing.
Thanks for having us.
Well, thanks for asking me to come along. That's very kind. The first question was, where are you based? So Paris, so why is the magazine focused in Paris?
Well, basically, I wanted to move there for studies. I didn't really like what was going on in the US, and I just kind of wanted to get out. And to me, France was like this beautiful dream of like, you know, kind of the slow life and like, you know, pleasure of life and stuff. So I wanted to mix like my ambitions with in that kind of like environment.
Yeah.
So moved there as soon as I graduated high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How long ago? When was that?
So that was like 4 years ago now.
That's very young. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I moved there for fashion actually.
Yes.
And then I realized like that I wanted to become more part of the music scene. I realized I only listened to like, well, I guess you're only asking why I'm in Paris. So
No. I mean, any question can lead to the conversation. So carry on.
I was just like, I mean, kind of what you were saying before about like how you realize you only listen to the retro bands, and you're like, wait, if everyone's listening to like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, the Smiths, who's listening to the bands that are out right now?
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, let me get into the Parisian scene.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like happened really organically like that, meeting people at gigs and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I came for fashion, stayed for music.
And you said you I mean, this image you have of Paris, and then the reality, how did it compare?
Honestly, like it broke my expectations like in a really great way, because I mean, before you go, I was just kind of like trying to be really realistic. I was like, okay, like it's gonna smell like shit, like people are gonna be mean, like you know, maybe I'll be lonely, like, you know, and I was really trying to prepare myself mentally.
So you went on your own at first?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then
well, for me it was a bit different. I came about 6 months after her. I dropped out of school in California and I just came. The plan was never really to stay. I never really imagined myself in Paris, but I liked it so much after a couple months that I just ended up there for about like 3.5 years now.
And what were you? So you said, my question is what you did before. But you were at high school. You graduated from high school.
Yeah.
And you did fashion. You're a model.
Yes.
Did you have work there?
No, I didn't have anything there. Like,
right.
I did not know a single person. Did not speak French.
Yeah, not even friends there.
No friends, no family.
No French.
No French.
How's your French now?
It's good. Ça va.
Mine is still quite shit.
Yeah. Do they speak English with you?
Yeah, always.
Well, the thing is, I was prepared to immerse myself, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, tout le monde parle anglais, en fait. So, I'm still learning. I'm still timid about it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's definitely there. I understand everything almost, so.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, that's 3.5, 4 years.
Yeah.
You're not doing bad. So what are the aims of the magazine? Is there some kind of like mission statement or something?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I guess Bella knows this the most.
Yeah.
But you the editor?
I'm technically the editor.
Yeah.
I do most of the writing and I pick out the articles as well, and I work with the writers for the content. So I think our main goals are just to bring attention to the people like the artists that are performing tonight, that are playing shows live, being seen live, because I think they can go generally pretty unseen by the internet and by people out there that could be looking for that exact sort of thing. And we believe that artists shouldn't be responsible for posting TikToks and learning all the algorithms of every app. And so we kind of want to be a voice for them in that way. And we also kind of want to bring back print magazines because they're an important part of communication and building communities. And we want to prove that print isn't dead because I think a lot of people assume that it's dead, but actually they just stopped paying attention. And also the print industry has made it hard for print to really succeed in the way that it used to. And especially with the internet, people just aren't paying as much attention, or that's what people think. But
I also think that to give bands kind of a platform and make it in a very like editorial style is something that people or media kind of only does for like huge mainstream artists. And I think the idea of like writing about them, showing them off as if they're like mainstream or whatever, or like blowing up, I think it's just like a cool concept of like every band is just as important as each other, you know, like everyone is equal. So it's like we treat all the bands the same, like no matter their following, their listeners or whatever.
Yeah. It's like the press and the people promoting bands, they almost they need to know that it's liked and popular before they decide they like it themselves.
Exactly.
Or even make to go out of their way to put their time into
to
it.
justify it.
yeah.
How's it working out? Going round life's roundabout. No one says that every day is all it takes to break away. Another door is here. Pick your clothes up off the floor. All my friends exchange your heart. Boy, our lives are really start. Moving down the wall, getting close as empires fall. Common sense and empty claim. You're out again, you're out again. So when I say love, do you think I mean a mirror to hold up? So that I feel seen, I want it all laid out. Simple purpose, someone I can trust. Still makes me nervous and I want to laugh. I want to scream because you're acting like you forgotten me. So I ask you when push comes to shove, who do you think of when you think of love?
For us, it was literally just like going to gigs, seeing a friend of a friend, and then just fully word of mouth. Like we got our first band, they told us, oh, they're pretty good, you should check them out. We go to them, make friends with them, they show us the next band. Like it was very organic, and that's why like when a lot of people are submitting online and stuff, it's hard to make that connection if we can't meet them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why we're always like, come to our event, like, because we want to meet you, you know what I mean? Like,
Indeed. There's, I mean, you could endlessly apply to things, or you could be applied to if you're someone, and it's just endless, right? But like if there's a community that people like, you remember a face.
Yeah.
Or if you like someone's vibe, then and well, if you like their music, it's the most important thing. But I guess you're gonna want to work with them more if they're fun as well.
yeah,
And make that personal connection.
exactly. I mean, it's
Yeah.
even kind of just like dating in a way where it's like if you have mutual friends, it makes it so much more trustworthy.
Yeah.
Where it's like if we're in the same community and like you're kind of supporting, we like to support bands that are supporting the community as well. So it's like especially in physical media, we're like really rooted in like that physical aspect of like physical meetings, you know, like physical media, like it's all kind of.
Yeah, because as a band, especially when you're new, how do you expect to be supported when you don't support people in your community?
Yes, there's a huge South London scene and community, and everyone knows everyone, and most people are in bands that are there anyway.
Yeah.
But there's not a whole like, I don't get this feeling of like people trying to network.
Yeah, they're very like nonchalant about what they do and like a bit too mysterious sometimes, and that's
Right.
also in London. I
Right.
mean, also in Paris. I mean,
Sure.
where it's just like, you know, I want bands that are like not afraid to put themselves out there a little bit, because I think that's really what can help the scene.
Yeah.
Even if just everyone has like a bit of that attitude, I think it could really like get people far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because like, you know, I'll meet bands and stuff and the members of each, and I'll be talking to them for ages and I won't even know that they do their solo work. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I want to know these things. So, you know,
Yeah.
gotta be told. you
Yeah,
know?
and I think being a part of the community reminds you why you're doing what you're doing. So when you don't connect with that, I think it just kind of makes people jaded a lot quicker.
I get out there. You really gotta get out there, you know, like don't wait around at home for things to happen to you.
And also that makes
bring to
it
the people.
that makes it feel less like work, you know, and more
Yeah.
just like connecting with people.
Yeah.
And like it's not even like I mean, I like the term networking, but also it's just like connecting and, you know,
Yeah.
in reality, like it's just literally talking about your passions and like asking other people about theirs, you know what I mean?
I
Like
agree.
it's a
Without being like,
free-flowing
oh,
thing.
what's your Instagram?
Yeah, like
straight
you don't
away.
gotta like
That's
hand out business
networking.
cards, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's,
you
Yeah.
don't have to, and you know, if you're there for music, the conversation will get to music, and it'll probably come out naturally.
yeah,
You
exactly.
know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And just like relating over stories and like similar experiences you share.
Yeah.
But and also that's kind of the point of the magazine is like the articles are really focused on like the emotional aspect of making music.
Okay.
And even like the dynamics between the band members and like to really get deep into like the purpose of why they're a band. And I feel like that's something that a lot of like that the media industry is kind of missing in a way.
Yeah.
A lot of people have told Bella like, damn, those questions were really like deep, you know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
the best feeling when people
Yeah.
tell me my like
It's
questions
a great
are good.
feeling. I've had
Yeah.
it, like, they're like, oh, that was really cool, and I enjoyed talking about that stuff. I'm like, well, yes. Yeah.
Let's get deep. Let's not talk about what you had for breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The FOMO is like real. Like I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like. There's always, even if I'm going out one night, there's probably like 5 other things I should be going to as well. Like it's hard.
I'm missing something else tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's just the way it is. They'll come around again.
Yeah.
And yeah, we definitely go out at least like, well, I would say between like 2 to 4 nights a week.
Yeah.
I try and like make time for myself. It's hard.
Yeah.
But like you know, it depends. Like if I really want to go and support the band, especially the ones we've worked with in the past, but also like go for the opening acts, like
Yeah.
check them out.
Yeah, France has some weird pop stars.
Nah.
Right? I don't know Philippe Catherine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just baffling. Like, he's like a mainstream. He's kind of famous, right?
Yeah.
But the music is odd and weird, and I just like, how does a culture manage to maintain such an artistic aesthetic in the mainstream? You know, what is that about the French lifestyle?
I mean, I think you could say this for a lot of like people who end up getting bigger, but like, you know, they're just kind of being themselves. And like when you can tell that someone's genuinely not trying to copy
People
anything
are attracted
else,
to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even if it's a bit weird, like I do think that really serves bands and artists well.
Yeah.
Is just to be totally authentic, you know, because a lot of them, and this happens to a lot of gigs I've been to in London as well, where it's just like you can tell they're just like trying to be maybe like too similar to what you've heard before. Or,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like
Which-
they've got 1 or 2 bands as influences and they basically just try and copy and paste that same sound.
yeah. Which I mean, nothing wrong with it. Like people familiar with it, they like it. But you know, I really think that what sets you apart is being like just totally original and like.
Yeah, that's what makes people remember you more.
Yeah, I mean,
the amazing lyrics
also they
is-
just like their aesthetics, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, even just like walking around, you can tell, like, they, you know, they pay attention to how they look and how things look, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what I like about it. I always
Yeah.
feel like I'm in, like, you know, a movie when I'm there, kind of.
Yeah.
It's just, it's very
Yeah.
beautiful there, and, like, you know, can't really say the same about London, but.
But in some ways, like fashion-wise, they're a little more conservative.
Yeah.
They definitely, like, you know, I think there is kind of an aspect of just, like, trying to all look the same in a way, or
Yeah.
just, like, conform a little bit.
Yeah.
I agree on that side of it. Because, I mean, I go around and it's just kind of, like, NPC central sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but I will say they do, fashion-wise, everyone holds themselves to a certain standard. Like, they're not gonna go
Yes.
out in sweatpants like they
Yeah.
do in
Oh,
California.
well,
which is part of
Yeah.
why I moved.
Yeah,
like,
which
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So the balance is more, maybe a bit more.
like, it's neutral, but it's
Yeah.
classy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
You know what I
tasteful.
mean?
And there's a certain low depth of they won't go.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
And why UK for this then?
Well, I think that honestly, like, I mean, everyone kind of knows the UK is like the lead in like alt rock or like just alternative kind of music, I guess.
Yeah.
Mainly rock.
And do you think Issue 3 will take you to some other countries?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to go to Austin because we do have an Austin band, Die Spitz, that's gonna be in the third
I know
issue.
the name.
Yeah, and
We want
Wednesday
to go back to the
as well.
homeland. A good excuse.
Yeah.
So Dominican Republic?
No.
Scotland.
Yeah,
The
California.
US.
Yeah, we would love to do what we're doing in LA as well. I think that would be pretty full circle because
Yeah.
that's what inspired us musically to start with. So
And the website is www.
it's just
noisemagazine.com.
noisemagazine.com. Yeah,
And your Instagram is
Noise_magazine
_magazine.
with a Z. Don't forget the Z.
With a Z.
With a Z.
A Z. Oh,
What's Z in French? Z.
Yeah, I think it's Z. Or...
I don't know. Don't put that in. Don't put that
Next visit, let's see if you know your alphabet.
I know like other ones, like Y is Y, but that doesn't help in this case.
Doesn't. We make it Noize Magazine. Well, Alessandra and Bella, thank you very much. Nice
Thank
to meet
you.
I'm looking forward to the gigs. We'll show you some footage. Good luck with it all.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
All right, cheers.
Hello, everybody! We are Tiss Vampiric from Leeds!
Okay, so we are in the Victorian Dalston with Tiss from Tiss Vampiric.
Yes.
I was going to ask you what the name of the band meant, but you answered by telling me your name.
Well, yeah. My name is Tiss.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
The Vampiric kind of comes from the part when we started. We were like, I just moved to London, got into
Yeah.
the goth scene.
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to be a vampire band, we're going to be a goth
Okay.
band. That kind of fizzled out quite quickly. So now it's just kind of the name,
Okay.
with no relevance to the music, really. But that's kind of fine, you know? It's just that's what it is.
you know, I mean, vampires are looking cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
If you're wearing a black,
I do not want to live forever, though.
Oh no. Oh yeah, I want to know, how was your journey down from Leeds, and did you write any songs on the way?
So the journey today was all right.
Yeah.
We got cheap train fare. It's pretty good.
Oh, you got the train down?
We did.
Yeah, yeah.
We didn't write any songs on the way. We did last time we played
Yeah.
in France
Indeed.
for Noize Magazine.
Yeah.
We had a long drive. And
Yeah.
we wrote the first song that we're going to play tonight.
Cool. Yeah.
Kind of got it wrong
Yeah.
last time. So this time we're going to perfect it.
Yeah.
Show them what we're made of.
But you jumped in and you gave it a go.
Oh, yeah. That was kind of the charm of it, though. I think. That was the charm.
Absolutely. So how do you write? Do you write as a band together?
It varies, really. So for mostly I usually write the songs.
Yeah.
Or come up with the ideas of the songs initially. Might get a piano part or well, to be honest, I tend to write the lyrics first.
Yeah.
And I write poetry as well, so I'll either be like, I'll look at them after and I'll be like, oh, okay, that could then have a chorus and work as a song.
Yeah.
Or that works better as a piece of writing on its own.
Okay.
And then I will like demo it. I've got a shitty garage studio called Glam Studios.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just kind of demo everything with like a really shit mic.
Yeah.
And send it and they're like, can't even hear out, mate.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you get the idea, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
They just need the
that's
idea.
That's kind of what it's been like for the most part.
Yeah.
Now we're starting to kind of join forces. I don't want it to be seen as a solo project.
No.
Because as much as I write the music that we've done so far, it's a lot about them. I bring that and then they put all the guys are so individual and talented as individual musicians. They put their twist on it then and it becomes a completely new thing.
Yes, indeed.
I just kind of come with the basis.
Yeah.
The base form of a song and then it becomes something completely different after.
Indeed. And if you're going to work with people, you've got to let them be people, right?
Absolutely. I know if someone told me that I've got to play that and you can't change it, I'd be like, fucking.
Yeah.
So I'm very aware of that.
People don't stay in the band too long if they're just playing to other people's
And
parts.
I don't want it to be like that, you know.
Yeah.
I can come up with an idea and like the guys we've all been friends for years.
Yeah.
We've all played in different bands together as well, so we all really understand each other as musicians. And I feel like this is now a project where we all kind of have found we can meet in the middle and make something very together.
Yeah.
And it works really smoothly, which is really nice. And that is kind of now where we're going. A lot of stuff we're going to play tonight is more stuff we've wrote together, and which is great for me and it's great for them as well. So it's really nice. It's exciting actually.
Yeah. Cool. So what experiences have you had that would you say would shape you as a lyricist or maybe as a poet?
It's hard to not sound pretentious in an interview, isn't it? I think a lot of I was playing in bands when I was like from the age of like 13. I was a drummer, and I always kind of wanted to be at the front and have something to say.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got into this idea of like, if you're going to be a lead singer, you're going to write songs, you've got to talk about politics and you've got to talk about what's going on, and which I do think is true, but for us it's not about that. It's I think we're more of an escapism band.
Okay.
I think it's beautiful to go see bands that'll be like, yes, this is fucking the right idea and we've got to change and we've got to do this, and I fully respect all of that.
Yeah.
I think for us it's about like you would watch a film or something, or read a fictional book, or I like the idea of writing stories that aren't necessarily real, that might be based on something that I've experienced before.
Okay.
And something for us to, like an escapism for the people watching us, and a performance, like a proper show, like a theatrical show. And I kind of always have that in mind when I'm writing, I think.
Okay. I
like the idea of something not just being social commentary. I mean, that is involved in the writing.
It's how you do it, though, isn't it?
Yeah. And this isn't me saying I don't, because I think that's amazing as well. It's just not what we do.
It's a talent to do it right without being preachy, I guess. You want to connect with people.
Yeah, it is. And I just think, I like honesty, and I like people being real, but I don't want to, I want to write about things that I've made up in my fantasy land, or...
Yeah.
But then I'm saying that a lot of the stuff I write about is all based on real things that have happened, but more on a personal level rather than... And I think personal things that have happened which people can still agree with and have experienced themselves. So it is still an involving thing, you know?
I know what you mean. This song, How We've Danced, like you're talking about people.
Yeah.
But you're talking about it in a way that's... Well, it's romantic and... I don't know.
I think that's probably the good way. I think I tend to just romanticize everything, whether it be negative or happy.
Okay.
Or romantic. I make it even more. I tend to just romanticize and try make try find beauty in like any situation.
Yeah.
And then write about it. But then it can still come across as like quite a dark song or something, you know. But
Well, beauty can be dark, right?
Exactly. And I think it is for most people most of the time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of beauty in darkness, isn't there?
Indeed.
So
Well, I mean, it's a balance, isn't it?
it is. Yeah, it is.
People really want to be free, as you say in the song?
Yeah, good question. I mean, yeah, what my lyrics in that? How we've danced side by side, we have lived, loved and cried, but all they really want is to be free. Yeah, I mean, I wrote that record in Paris. I noticed a lot of I kind of found it here in London when I was living here as well. Like, there's a lot of creative people and people doing what they want to do creatively. There's also a lot of fucking fake shit, and it's like, I'm gonna dress like this and I'm gonna just to be in a band because it's cool. And I feel like that's kind of sad to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they are actually just allowing themselves to be the creative self that they want to be. It's trying to achieve something or achieve a level of hierarchy in an industry, you know. So I think people do want to be free, but I think people are scared.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I feel I'm not saying I'm free and I'm not scared of anything. I just think it's quite a, I think especially now there's a lot of pressure to be something or fit into a scene or do whatever.
Or even in the wider mainstream to fit into something.
Yeah, just to fit in.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I mean by not being, like, by being free, I mean just not, being able to just, whatever it is you want to be. Yeah. If you can be that, then you're free, aren't you?
Yeah.
To be who you want to be.
Whatever your soul is, right?
It's reaching for you.
Yeah.
You can get it. But like you said, like we just said, I do romanticize everything. So it's just kind of like a pretty romanticized way of saying,
sure,
I just want to be myself.
Yeah, sure. Do you think artists have a responsibility to like set an example of how to be and maybe how to be free?
I think they do. I don't think they do a bloody good job at it. There's a lot of problems in the industry, isn't there?
Sure.
There's you can set an example creatively, I think. In terms of like a personal level, I don't think musicians are probably the people to look at, if I'm honest.
Maybe not in how they look after themselves.
Exactly. So it's a fine line, really.
That's interesting. Yeah.
We've like recently lost friends who were musicians to the way the music industry treated them and stuff, and I think more needs to be done, definitely.
Yeah.
But in that moment that they were here, they were creating, they were being free, they were being themselves.
Yeah.
And that's all you can do, really. So
yeah. Well, we don't look after artists in the UK or even respect the artist in the way the country's run, I don't think.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. And I think it's a shame because, like, people who don't necessarily think it's a thing that's important, they'll probably get in the car and put the radio on every day.
Yeah.
Or they'll have a party with their rich friends and play music.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So it is important. It's detrimental to any social occasion, anything really.
Yeah. Or even just like tourism is important, right?
Yeah.
Like people used to come here because of the Beatles. People used to come here because of the Sex Pistols.
Exactly.
Or just because it was, it's called London.
Just to experience a subculture. Like, there'd be skinheads from somewhere else.
Because the UK was known for its art.
Exactly.
But once you start letting go of that, the royal family ain't going to bring that many people.
In, innit? That is money
exactly.
In, so
even in a cynical way. Like, come on.
I know.
You fuck.
It's crazy.
You like wake the fuck up and put some money in the art, or just encourage people to express themselves.
Yeah, or just like not even like they don't have to chuck loads of money at us. Like we'll manage it. Well, I don't know, but like
surviving.
But like I like we all work full time. We have to.
Yeah.
Like I've seen this thing recently about in Ireland they've been like trialing. Giving them like a kind of like minimum wage.
Yeah.
Amount of money to just focus on their art, and it's brought in a lot more money to the cultural industry.
It's inconceivable as someone from the UK.
Why would you not look at that and be like, okay, well, let's do something about it? But
because the British is
maybe
caught up in control, and they're terrified of people being free.
Clearly, maybe just think there's like bigger fish to fry at the moment, which I also understand.
But don't you think they're threatened by freedom? Because freedom will bring down the bullshit system, whereas Ireland maybe there's a bit more honesty.
But anyway, no more fucking politics.
We're still walking hand in hand. That's when you told me, baby, I wasn't gonna be your man. Ain't got your heart, but I got your soul. It's what it is, baby, rock and roll. I have love, you got songs, you got your third note, and nothing else out. Nothing's ever as it says. Religion and sex and moving. might be his whole time. Out in the street, tear in my eye, playing my heart, it was time to say goodbye. They say I got love, babe, and you got some, and I think that just might be enough. I have love, you got some, you got your good gold, nothing else out, nothing's ever as it seems. Reaching out of sex, who can see? We're together, we're together. George on the guitar. Nothing else. Let go.
So tell me about your time in Paris and how did it inspire you?
It was amazing. It was beautiful. We'd played in Paris a few times before. I used to go to Paris quite a lot and DJ. I was meant to be in Southeast Asia for 3 months. Went for a month. Didn't really dig it that much, to be honest. So I just flew straight from Vietnam to Paris.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, I've only got Adidas shorts and trainers, and it's not my vibe.
Because you've been travelling in a hot country, yeah.
So my paps has just retired, and he was like, I don't fancy a trip. I was like, well, if you're going to come, do you fancy chucking all my Cuban nails and my foot in the suitcase? He's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, if you're going to do this.
So he came over, we spent a week together, which was really nice. Like, tried to find me somewhere to live, which was a nightmare. And, slept in Bouchermont Park for a few nights. Got woken up by dogs licking my face.
Wow.
But that's one of the songs, This Town, is kind of about that. So it was all like character building and good for the creative process. But then I found like 2 lovely Parisian girls, moved into their flat, and they were musicians as well, and we just like hang out. I'd make them English breakfast, and they were like, this is disgusting. I was like, what? This is great. I had to go to like 3 different districts of Paris just to find baked beans.
Yeah, most people aren't fans of those, are they?
But all in all, Paris was beautiful. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I met some incredible people, played some really great shows, and obviously wrote and recorded the record.
Yeah.
With T-Ball, who's the sound engineer at Supersonic.
What's Supersonic?
It's a venue in Paris, good venue in Paris.
Yeah.
I did like a solo set supporting someone there. He did the sound and then was like, do you want to come to my studio? And I was like, yeah, I do, but I don't really have any songs. So then I just was like, fuck, well, why? What is the reason I'm here? Like, write some songs. Right. So I just did.
Yeah.
And they just kind of turned out to be like, to be fair, without like blowing my own trumpet, I feel like it's probably the best work. It's very different to what we've done before.
Is it called Songs from Paris?
Songs of Paris.
Songs of Paris. No, it's beautiful.
And I'm
enjoying it very much.
Like super proud of it, and just like it was quite hard for me to write a record like that because usually we're just like known for being really chaotic and me rolling around with no clothes on and shit.
Yeah.
It was like just to sit down. There's only like 3 instruments on the record.
Yeah.
And it kind of like took me back to why I started making music in the first place. It felt really, I don't know, almost nostalgic. Like when I first started playing, like teaching myself the guitar, I kind of felt like that again when I was writing these songs, and it just kind of came out really easily. And now whenever I like play those songs or listen to the songs, it just really reminds me of like that beautiful time.
Yeah.
So it's really nice.
Beautiful.
Great.
Yeah. Wow, you got something out of it for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Where does the music come from?
Good question. Like, no one in my family, there's no music or anything. However, I recently found out on Ancestry.com
Okay.
that we are descendants of Irish and Italian people.
Mm-hmm.
And the Italians, which is a song we've just written, which is going to be on our album, it's called Organ Grinding Man.
Yeah.
It turns out we had descendants that came from Italy to Dewsbury
Okay.
in Yorkshire.
Yeah.
And they were organ grinders.
Yeah.
And we found a picture of them in like a really old newspaper, and they had like
Organ grinders is in like they go out and pedal the streets
with the monkeys collecting the change. Yeah. I mean, this is a long time ago.
Yeah. How long ago?
I can't remember.
A couple of 100 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
And maybe like 200 years ago.
Yeah.
And
fucking cool.
That's like the first thing I found from any side of my family that is musical. But I was like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm taking that. That's where it comes from.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
It's maybe my own way of saying it, but that's where it comes from.
Okay. Well, good answer. What's the music scene like in Leeds at the moment?
Unbelievable.
Yeah?
Like, unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
And Paris is great, London's great, but Leeds is... It was before I left.
Yeah.
When I was there, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I got a bit scared to come back to Leeds because I was like, I'm going to be out the loop now, I'm not going to be in the scene.
Yeah.
It's just like... It's perfect. There's
Yeah.
some great bands like our friends Folk Soup, they're amazing. Our other good friends in a band called Vehicle, they are one of the best bands to come out of Leeds for a long time.
Oh, wow.
And it's just such a beautiful community.
Yeah.
Like, there's no rivalry, there's no competition. Everyone is happy to play an opening slot. Everyone's happy to play a headline slot.
Yeah.
As long as we're all playing together.
Yeah. So you know each other, there's a connection. It's a proper community.
We're not just bands in a scene. We're all best friends.
Yeah.
All of us. There's like 200, 300 of us.
Yeah.
And there's like Wax Bar where we all hang out, and I DJ there and our other friends DJ, and like you can go there any night of the week on your own and there'll be at least 3 or 4 people from different bands or 3 or 4 different bands.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. It's brilliant. And
amazing.
it doesn't make me, like, I've come to London today and I miss it, but like I just know that's waiting for me at home. It's great. It's real. It's like really, really honest, raw, amazing musicians. You know? It's not about an image or anything. It's like just really talented musicians, like trying to fucking do it, and it's like it makes you want to work harder.
Yeah.
'Cause everyone's doing well.
Yeah.
They're great.
Great integrity involved. So
Yeah, it's great.
Like,
It's really exciting.
yeah.
Proper buzz about
Cool.
it,
I'm glad I asked about that.
Yeah, it's great.
Cool, man. Okay, last question. So what is your purpose as an artist?
You told me you're going to ask me this.
Yeah. You know, I should mention that. But
understand.
that's the only question that I gave
And
you
I still
ahead.
didn't bloody think about it. My purpose as an artist. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
I think selfishly, it's probably it gives me a safe space in my mind to if I was to be selfish about it. It keeps me going. It's the only way I can fully express who I am and my emotions, which I think a lot of people would probably agree with as artists. Secondly, probably, you know, just that feeling of togetherness and community and love for the same thing with so many people, like the Leeds scene, for example.
Yeah.
Like, having that like thing in common is just the most amazing thing to me. I find it's a bond that you like you can't get in anything else.
Yeah.
You know, it's like really special.
Yeah.
And
Almost like a fairground.
yeah, it's like a carnival of freaks, you know.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Crazy freaks who are all just like we said earlier, like trying to be free, you know.
Yeah.
And do their thing, and like
Yeah.
they don't give a fucking shit about anything else.
Yeah.
Like that's the life, and I love that.
Yeah.
And just I think, you know, I'm a performer. I love putting on a show. I always loved going to the theatre when I was younger. Like we're very much so a band that like the music's obviously the most important thing, but I want people to come in and immerse themselves and lose themselves and come out and be like, whoa, felt like I just ventured into another world for an hour. You know, that was amazing. I don't know. It's a hard question to answer for me because I think to me it's kind of everything. You know, as cliche as that is. Yeah, like the community, the love, the friendship. Yeah. The passion, like that, like deep, horrific, growling passion that's trying to come out your fucking chest. Yeah. To me, it's like the best thing ever. I love it. Yeah. You know? Cool. So that would probably be my answer.
Fucking really great answer. Thank you very much. Well, really nice to meet you, Tiss.
Lovely to meet you.
From Tiss Vampiric. Looking forward to the show. Gonna have some footage. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
Cool.